Hi children, good morning. In today's class we will see about the properties of the natural fabrics. Before entering into the topic, I want to recall the portion that I have covered in the previous class. Okay. So we have seen about the factors that are involved in the selection of the fibers or the fabrics, isn't it? That is the clothes. So in the selection of the fabric, the personality of the individual, the personal choice and the cost of the fabric is mainly taken into the consideration. Apart from this, the purpose, the need for which the clothes are being used for is also a major factor for which a cloth is being selected. Okay, so apart from all the factors and individual factors that is required, the purpose for which it is being used, it is a main thing should be considered when in the selection of a fabric too. That also we have done regarding the climatic conditions or the purpose, the thing that we need for usage purpose. Okay, so that is a thing that you should keep in your mind in the selection of the fabric. Okay, coming to the properties of the fibers. So what are the different properties of the fibers? The natural fibers are used to make a fabric, you know it well. So how are these fibers made up, or how are these fibers? They are tiny strand-like structures, as I said in your earlier class. So these fibers, they are twisted together to make a yarn. So by using takli or charka in olden days, you know it. So Gandhiji used to make the clothes like the cotton, the kaddar, khadi or kaddar, through his charka or the charka wheel. He used to twist the fibers and used to make into yarn over the charka. So that is called as charka, and in the olden days they also used the what do you call as the takli. Okay, to spin the fibers into yarn. To spin the fibers into yarn. Takli or charka is used to spin the fibers into yarn. Okay, fibers are made into yarn by spinning process by using takli or charka. These are the instruments. What are they called? They are the instruments. Is it clear, children? So from the yarn you get the fabric. You get the fabric by weaving process. By which process? Weaving process. Weaving is done on looms. And the looms are again two types. They are hand looms and power looms. They are hand looms and power looms. This is how you get the fabric. Okay, so this is from the fibers you get the fabric. This is how you get the fabric. You know there are two types of fabrics, natural fabric and artificial fabric. Natural fabric, properties of the natural fabrics and artificial fabrics you are going to learn now. Okay, so natural fibers. If you know the properties of natural fibers, you can easily understand the properties of natural fabrics. What are natural fibers? First you should know. Cotton. Examples which are fibers that are obtained from the plants and animals naturally. Cotton, wool, silk and jute. They are obtained from plants and animals. Okay. How they are obtained? Natural fibers are obtained from plants and animals. See here, children. So these are the examples of the natural fibers. Hope you have understood up to here. Let's come to the properties. First one is absorption capacity. How is the absorption capacity in the natural fibers? See all the four fibers that are mentioned over here. So they are cotton, wool, silk and jute. If you take the cotton, it has more absorption capacity or less absorption capacity. When you dissolve clothes or the fabrics in the water, it absorbs water, more water or less water. You can easily know it by experimental process. Is it clear, children? So, absorption, if you see here, the absorption capacity of cotton, wool and jute is more when compared to the silk. Okay, so cotton, wool and jute has more absorption capacity when compared to the silk, except silk. That means silk has less absorption capacity. And the next property is expansion capacity. Expansion capacity. It's also called as stretching capacity. Expansion or stretching capacity. Are you able to stretch the fiber or not? When you drag it, or you are able to stretch the fiber or not. Especially in the natural fibers like cotton, wool and silk and jute. Wool has more stretching capacity than the other fabrics like cotton, wool and cotton, jute and silk. Except cotton, jute and silk. Cotton, jute and silk. Wool has more expansion capacity. Okay, children. Next, coming to the third property is drying capacity. What is the third property? Drying capacity. Drying capacity means when you wash the fabric and try to dry it, how much time does it take to dry? How much time does the fabric take to dry? That is called as the drying capacity. It is the drying capacity. So, drying capacity of the natural fibers, how it is? Cotton, jute and wool take more time to dry except the silk. So, silk takes less time to dry. Silk takes less time to dry. Whereas cotton, wool and jute take more time to dry. Okay, and when coming to the what is it called as result after burning. Result after burning. Natural fibers, especially cotton, wool, jute and silk, they turn to ash. They turn to ash when they are burnt. When they are burnt, they turn to ash. Regarding the silk fibers they give the smell of burnt feathers. Burnt feathers when they are burnt. Silk fibers give the smell of burnt feathers when they are burning. They give the smell of the burnt feathers. So burnt feather smell is being given by the silk fibers. Okay, children. So this is about the drying capacity and the smoothness. So some cotton, if the physical features of these fabrics, when you observe, you can say that the cotton, jute and wool, they are, of course, they are smooth and also they are coarse also. So especially jute is coarse fabric, in cotton also you get soft and coarse, both the types of cotton and coarse fabrics too. But the silk is very smooth and shiny, lightweight, smooth and shiny. Silk mostly it is so. So depending upon the physical and the chemical features of these are the properties which you can understand from these fabrics and select the fabrics to the purpose that you need for. So for mopping and so on, you use certainly the coarse fabrics in order to remove the dirt. Is it clear, children? So dirt or dust can be removed with the coarse fabric. So that is the case in the properties of the natural fibers. And coming to the properties of artificial fibers. Artificial fibers all have the properties of absorption, expansion. In case if you see these examples, I'll say in the next class we'll proceed. Okay, so what are they?